Okay, welcome back to the third video of IGCSE series. So today we are going to talk about converting recurring decimals into fractions using algebra, right? The topic is converting recurring decimals into fractions using algebra. Okay. So this is a definite question in your IGCSE Mathematics paper. So you will definitely get a question from this. So in the last episode, we discussed about what recurring decimals are, right? We discussed about two types of recurring decimals, the pure recurring decimals and the mixed recurring decimals. Okay. So let me show you an example. So if I take the pure recurring decimals, right? So these are examples like 0.6 recurring. That means right after the decimal point, number 6 is repeating. Okay. So these are the examples of pure recurrent decimals. Then what are mixed recurrent decimals? Like if you have something like 0.2, then 6 recurring. So only number 6 is recurring. The number 2 is not recurring. The right after the decimal point, it is not recurring. But after certain point, that is recurring. So those are mixed recurring decimals. So the converting these recurring decimals into fractions. So we have to study this under two topics. The first topic is the converting pure recurring decimals into fractions and converting mixed recurring decimals into fractions. Okay, let's stick with the pure recurring decimals for now. Then we can go to the mixed recurring decimals. All right. Okay. So how do you convert a pure recurring decimal into a fraction? All right. So this is how we are going to do that. So when the pure recurring decimal is given, let's take this as an example. So what you have to do is, the first step is this. You have to make this equal to x. I would write x equals 0.6 recurring. And I'm making this the equation number 1. This is the equation number 1. So you know that this is equal 0.666 like this. This is recurring, right? Then you see the number 6 is the only recurring digit. That means there is only one digit that is recurring, that is number 6. Since there's only one digit recurring, so I want to get that to this side, to the left side, or to the left side of the decimal place. To do that, I will multiply this whole equation by 10. Why? I want to get this digit only, right? Then I would write 10x equals 6.6 recurring. See, I multiplied by 10. What happened? 1 6 came to this side, but this 6 is already recurring. It's never stops. Okay. I would name this as number 2. Right? Then I have two equations. I can subtract the equation number 1 by 2. I can subtract the equation number 1 by 2. We'll first subtract the left side, then 10x minus x equals what? 6.6 recurring minus, this is 6.6 recurring from the equation number 2 minus 0.6 recurring, right? 10x minus x is 9x equals 6.6 recurring equals what? Minus this one will be 6. You get 6. Then to divide or to isolate the x, I will divide both sides by the 9, then 9 and 9 get divided, then x equals 6 over 9, or else we can simplify x equals 2 over 3. So if you use your calculator and if you put 2 over 3, you will see that is equal to 0.6 recurring. Okay, let's do one more example. I will take, this is example number 2, 0.304 recurring. That means 304 is recurrent. So this means, you know, that we don't write the dot in the middle number. 304, 304, 304. This goes like this. Okay. What is the first step of doing this? We make it equal to x. we are going to make it equal to x. Now x equals what? 0.304 recurring. This is the equation number 1. Then now earlier we had only 1 digit. Now we have 3 digits. Then we have to get all 3 digits to the left side of the decimal place. Now we have to multiply this by 1000, right? So we multiply with appropriate power of 10 to get these terms to left side. So here multiplied by 10 because only 1 digit were there. Since there are 3, we multiplied by 1000. If there were 2, we multiplied by 100. If there were 4, we multiplied by 10,000. Okay. Now this will become 3 or 6.3 or 3 or 4 dot 3 or 4 recurring. Okay. Now this will be equation number 2. Now I'm going to subtract the 1 from 2 again. Now I can write 1000x equals what? 1000x minus x equals 304.304 recurring minus 0.304 recurring. So 1000x minus x will be 999x equals what? This we subtract this, we get 304. Divide both sides by 999. You will get x equals what? 304 over 999. So if when you put this in the cal, you will get the simplest form of the fraction. Write that as the answer. So that is how you convert the pure recurring decimals into fractions. Okay. The next topic is converting mixed recurring decimals into fractions. Next topic is the mixed recurring decimals. That means we are converting the mixed recurring decimals into fractions. So earlier when we had a pure recurring, we first make it equal to x. But now this is different. So let me take one example. The example number 1, I would take 0.13 recurring. Only number 3 is recurring. Then we are not going to make it equal to x in the first place. What we do is, we are first getting this non-recurring part to the left by multiplying using the suitable power of 10. So he is only 1 unit or 1 digit. So I have to multiply this by 10. 10x equals what? 1.3 recurring. This is the equation number 1. I multiplied by 10 to get this non-recurring part. This is the non-recurring decimal or non-recurring part to the left. Okay. Now I have to get everything to the left. That means non-recurring part plus the recurring part. There are 2 digits, so I have to multiply by 100x. So I can now take 13.3. See, now this is 333 like that. That means this is equal to 0.1333 like that. Now I multiplied by 100. So now decimal place go here. So it becomes 13.3 again recurring, right? 3 recurring like this. Okay. Now this is the equation number 2. Now the same structure. Now 2 minus 1. That means 100x minus 10x equals what? 13.3 recurring minus 1.3 recurring. 100x minus 10x will be 90x equals 13.3 minus 1.3. What is the answer? That is 12, right? So if you subtract, you get 12 here. That means this recurring 3 subtract to this recurring 3, then 13 minus 1 will be 12. So now divide both sides by 90. Then you get x equals 12 over 90. You can divide it by 2 if you want, 6 over 45. This becomes 6 over 45. Again, this is 9. So again, it is divisible by 3. That will become 2 over 9. This becomes 2 over 9. You can get it as in the first place using the calc. Okay? Let's do one more example here. Example number 2. Now let's take that 2 digits are not recurring, like 0.21 is not recurring, but again 5 is recurring like this, or 5, 6, both are recurring. You can take whatever you want. I will take 5. So first you have to multiply by 100. Why? You have to get the non-recurring part to the left. Then you write 100x equals what? 21.5 recurring. So this will be equation number 1. Okay, this is fine. Then we have to get everything, that will be 1000x. Why? There are 3 digits, equals 215.5 recurring. This will be equation number 2. Then we have to subtract 2 from 1. Then we get 1000x minus 100x equals 215.5 minus 21.5 recurring. Yes. Now you have to subtract this. Use the calc to subtract, then you get the answer. This will become 900x. What's the value here? Here 15. Then you get 190. 6 is it? Yes. 215.5 is 5 and 5 cancel out. Then 15 here, 15 minus. Then 6 remains. 194 actually. 194. Then divide by 900. Divide by 900, you get x equals 194 over 900. You get the answer for the x. That means you can show that these recurring decimals converted into fractions like this. That means these are rational numbers. We learned in the first part what rational numbers are. Rational numbers are numbers that can be written as a fraction or A or B form where B is not equal to 0. So this is from lesson number 1. So we learned that these recurring decimals are rational numbers. So this is the reason that they are why rational. Okay. So this is the video number 3. So next part we are going to learn about the significant figures and approximation and estimation. After that we are going to learn about the surds. All right. Before surds, we are going to learn about the LCM, HCF, and questions related to that. So that also one definite question in your paper. Then we are going to learn about the surds, which is a big lesson. I will do it as sections. Then you will be good at surds. All right. Subscribe.